What's up, everybody? This is your man, DJ Square, not from the DJ Information Group. And check it out. We got this talented hip hop, rap, reggae, rhythm, and blues group up in here. And they're from 3 different areas. And let me tell you, everything that I read about them, you know what? There's one common base for them, and that's that church connection, that singing connection, and really want to do something to make an impact. Who am I talking about? None other than PRLM CHLD. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
So first of all, we are Problem Child.
It's Problem Child. Okay, Problem Child.
Problem Child. It's a problem, man.
Well, you know, when I was reading, it said Problem Child. I was like, I'm gonna let them say Problem Child. You know, I'm gonna keep it safe.
You already, it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. When I was reading that, I was like, okay, because I was reading something on Scotty Cash. And then, of course, he said it was a point in there that said he became known as a problem child. And I was like, in terms of that whole, you know, of course, problem child, you guys did problem child. You know, of course, you removed the vowels and turned it into something that's more impactful. You know, and also is one of those letters, when people look at them, they prompt questions to why. So I know that you guys, and we will definitely get into that as part of the conversation. So what I would really like for you to do is I want you to introduce yourselves and tell us something about yourselves individually, and then tell us something about yourselves as the group so that everyone gets a chance to know you, and then we'll go from there. How about that?
Hey, all right, so one more time. We are Problem Child. It's a problem. I said we are Problem Child. It's a problem. And I'm Pride Zoo, you know what I'm saying? Young King from North Philly, you know what I'm saying? I got my bro with me. Tell him what it is.
It's the rude boy, the yard boy, the rebel rock star, you know, Scotty Cash, big man thing, you know.
Yeah. Then we got the beautiful first lady. Tell them what it is. So,
Sack said, my name is Hove Lane, Little Haiti Baby, Little Haitian Sensation, Goddess of Rebellion, coming to you from the West Indies, second generation, you mean Haitian Jamaican King, right here. So we in the building. Thank you for having us. And
when we put on for anybody who was counted out, anybody that was told they couldn't, you know what I'm saying? We stand as that beacon, letting you know to keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them haters take you out. You know what I'm saying? Keep it standing, keep it rocking, keep it pushing, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a problem. It means
it's a big problem.
And we shining. And we shining like always, man. You already.
That's all right there. So I went right down the list and I'll go in that order. Pride Zoo. Now, when I was reading about you, it was saying that you were, of course, you were performing music since a child, and then you became part of a rap group at age 17. Tell me about some of that, and what were the inspirations that eventually said, you know what, this is going to be a problem. You know what I mean? This is the beginning of that problem.
Yeah, so when I started doing music, like at a young age, my dad's a pastor, my grandmom is a pastor. So I started in church, but I wasn't doing music seriously. I was getting in trouble a whole lot. And when I got kicked out of one school, I think I was 8. My mom and dad divorced and all that. My grandma got me a keyboard. So that kind of started my musical expression of, like, you know what I'm saying, the things I was going through. And, you know, even at that point, I wasn't serious about it. I was boxing until like age 16. And at that point, I got kicked out of my last school, and it made me like just change my life and change my perspective. And then I turned into Pride. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was calling me Zoo in the streets. You know what I'm saying, when I was a young boy. So, like, you know, as I got older, in like I think it was 2017, my mentor at the time put us together as a group and was like, yo, all 3 of y'all rocking together, that'd be super dope. And like, I think you should, you know what I mean, combine your names. He was like, yo, you gotta take your who you was and who you becoming, you know what I'm saying, and conjoin them, because that's all of who you are, you know what I'm saying? So it was like dope. That was like my yin and yang, you know what I'm saying? So that's when it kind of all came together.
Nice. And I always, you know, we recently began to ask, so I will ask this question as we move forward. Is it okay to publish this on Facebook as well?
Yeah,
yes.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
I just want to make sure that, so we're going to take this out live to Facebook as well on top of the recording, so that, of course, you got more people that are watching and commenting and so on and so forth. So we'll definitely do that. And you know, go from there, because we want to make sure that we have the opportunity for as much exposure as possible.
Yeah, always.
What you guys got going on.
That's love, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, yes. So in terms of your you got my next man up here, Scotty Cash. Man, second generation Jamaican. That's what I read.
Yeah.
And it says a rude boy from whose music inspirations exceed everything. Tell me about that. Tell me about the music. Tell me, what was it that just was like just so impactful to you that you said, you know what, this is what I got to do, because this is going to keep me from being that other form of problem child.
Right. That's a fact. Yeah, you know, for me, you know, it's definitely a similar story. Like, you know, as I was growing up in my family, you know, I was always kind of going through the back and forth of, you know, having one parent that's Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? One side of, you know, Caribbean, like my dad is Jamaican, and my mom from North Philly. So it's like, I mean, I always was kind of in between, like going, you know, with those two things, like the hood and then, you know what I mean, that Caribbean culture and that Caribbean, you know, energy of, you know, always making sure you handling yourself as a man, always making sure you working and going hard. So for me, I never really was thinking about being an artist. Like I wasn't thinking about, you know, being a rapper or anything, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just was trying to be a hustler, you know what I'm saying? I was always, you know, on my hustle, because watching my mom and my pop came here at 16 and figured it out, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really no excuse I could have. And I wasn't big on the school thing and nothing. So, you know, around the time when my parents got divorced, when I was in like maybe like 8th grade, and then, you know, similar thing, my grandma passed, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of just got to a space where I ain't really cared, you know what I mean? I ain't really care about nothing. So I kind of was carrying it a certain way. And, you know, that drove me to really, you know, rock with music, because I was always just freestyling. I'd be at school freestyling and, you know, in my bag. I never really was trying to take it serious though. So I remember, you know, at a point I had friends that was like, yo, you really should see what's up. Like, yo, you dope, you know what I'm saying? And I remember writing, you know, my first couple raps, and like when I started like really trying to get into writing, and I remember writing about, you know, some of the stuff I went through, and I'm like, damn, yo, I didn't even realize I had this emotion still about these situations. I'm thinking I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of numb to it. So I'm like, you know, once I kind of connected with that therapeutic process, you know what I'm saying? It really drove me to do music, because it was people that was coming to me like, yo, bro, like I put out my first couple songs, and I remember, you know, people coming like, yo, dog, I really felt that, bro. Like I went through that same thing, or damn, that really had me in tears, you know what I'm saying? And from there it was like, yo, if I could get this vibe to people and help people heal through their problems and their pain, and just, you know, feel themselves and build their confidence, man. That's the thing that just, you know, really drew me to it. And after that, you know, it was a rap. I mean, I like to make everybody feel like they're the coolest guy in the room. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it's about for me. And beating those different traumatic experiences and those things you get put through. So that's the thing that drew me to it even to this day.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You know, just realizing, you know, that you had something that potentially steered you in a lot of cases, like we all say, as it relates to music. Music is something that literally saves your life.
That's true.
You know, and it puts you in another space, mentally and physically, to where, you know, now you start thinking about the impact that you can have, the drive you can have, the dedication. It helps you set goals and visions, so that you can stay away from all the stuff that's out there, all the what I call the demons out there that are just sitting and lurking, ready to snatch you up. You felt, as like I say, when we used to say growing up in Brooklyn, fall victim. That's what we used to say. If you fall victim to the streets, then it got you, and there's a good chance that it just makes it that much harder. But when you got something, you identify that music is there, that can really just, you know, you can hold on to that. It's just like a plane is flying by, and you got a rope that's hanging down, and it's saying that rope is that music, and you run and you catch that rope, and it just carries you on off. you know.
It's crazy because what you're talking about is purpose. So like that's one of like I say, just for me, I should say that that's my purpose, is to connect people with that idea of purpose. Because as a problem child, and just, you know, as a human being, but specifically when you're a problem child, you know what I'm saying, and you coming from a tough background, you coming from a tough set of circumstances, the only thing that's going to really get you and propel you to push through it. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. That was the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but the only thing that's going, you know what I mean, propel you to push through that, you know what I'm saying, whatever that mountain is that you got to, you know what I mean, get over, is going to be your purpose. That's the thing that's going to be pulling you, you know what I'm saying, pushing you, you know what I'm saying, to fight through whatever you got to fight through. So purpose is the key, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And that's good. That's good that you guys, like I say, you guys identified it, and then, you know, it became that thing where you was like, you know what, this might be working for me. And then, of course, like you said, Cash, the fact that not only were you creating something that is saving you, but it's touching the lives of others.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because, you know, it's thinking about that, the fact that you in certain situations, and you know that, man, it's a bunch of other people that's in these same situations. And if I can make it through, why not pass that back? You know what I mean? Pass that baton and keep having these youngins motivated to keep pushing and, you mean, keep hustling.
Right. That's dope. And then we got the one, the only, and it says a Brooklyn native powerhouse born to a super strict Haitian parents. Hove Lane moved to Philly at a young age. She became immersed in the creative arts, which included dance and music. So again, another one of you all that you guys have this. It's a consistent story between you where music grabbed you, it reached you. The arts, not only music, but let's say the arts, because you are an artist and you have this creative thing that is able to be spread across the world. And this started to grab you. And once you allowed it to grab you, you took it and you did something with it. So tell us about yourself.
Well, I mean, my name is Hove Lane. Yeah, being born to, you know, Haitian immigrants, like it's just a different type of energy. It's a different type of mentality. You have to have a different type of discipline. As far as like being a woman, as a woman and a Caribbean woman is that, like my struggle was a bit different, because being rebellious or being against what, you know, is already preconceived for me, it's like, oh no, you're going completely across the grain. You're not respecting us. You're not respecting the culture. And so it was always a tug of war between me and my parents or me and my relatives, because they just didn't understand that, you know, I don't want to be the girl that wears dresses and just be at church all day and cooking and clean. Like, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out. I want to play sports. I want to see the world. I want to not have to be married at 23 and have kids and stuff like that. So once I was going across against the grain, and my parents was just like, yo, you crazy, like you wilding and stuff like that. So that was, I guess, like the earlier years when they realized like, oh yeah, she's not going to back down. And then on top of that, I'm a middle child. So you either getting a lot of attention or you're not getting attention at all. And that's why I grasped onto music, was because like that was my space, my safe space to communicate and like be able to like just express myself, because I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. So it wasn't a lot of room for all of us to get the same amount of attention or the same amount of things that all of us needed. So especially being a girl, like we sensitive, we got a bunch of stuff going on. We trying to figure out our bodies, our minds, what's going on and this and that. And I was finding myself look for things that I wanted to see in my family and other people. And so that's where my real problem child story started coming along, because now I'm attaching myself with people that didn't matter, that didn't really care for me. And now I'm out in the streets getting kicked out and just doing all types of crazy stuff, because, you know, I'm searching for something that I'm just searching for something. I'm searching to feel. I'm searching for love. I was searching for a whole bunch of things that I didn't think that I had within my foundation, which I did have, but we didn't have them type of conversations in my house. So I looked to music to really be therapeutic for me and to express myself and to show you know, just my parents, like, I may not be able to talk to you directly, but I can show you through my songs, and I can show you through my art, my dance, my modeling, my whatever, that I'm going to be a powerhouse, or I'm going to speak to the people that relate directly to me. So that's a part of my story.
Well, I'm glad you said something that I pretty much preach it. And that is that music is therapy.
Yes.
Most definitely. And it is one of those things that, like I say, it can touch you, it can make you feel good, it can have you recall. It can, hey, it doesn't always make you happy, but when it takes you into that space of where you're not as happy, it allows you to recollect and reflect. So that's the beauty of the power of music and how it acts and how it gets in our fabric, how it gets into our system and do the things that it do. So that's really good. And also, I read that you were a songwriter.
Yes. So I started my journey like very young, just wanting to write and just having a way with words. And then I guess when I was like 17, 18, I decided to really take it serious and really be professional. And so I got myself into a little writing camp situation. And then from there, I just was like, oh, I want to be a writer, like James Fauntleroy, like Esther Dean, and a whole bunch of other, like Diane Warren. And those are the people that I was looking up to. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to be my path. But along that way, I just was writing for artists that I just didn't feel like, well, if you're not going to push it as hard as I think you should as an artist, if you don't believe in what you're doing, I'm going to be an artist and I'm just going to carry it the way that I know an artist should. Right. And so that's what ended up happening. I just was writing and getting my pen sharper. And then eventually I just was like, you know what? I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm busting my behind to write y'all a banger and y'all not carrying it. Right. Oh no, bet, say no more. I'm just hopping my bag. I'm going to study and I'm going to take the stuff that I was writing and really go crazy with it and just applied it to what we doing now. Like we all write and we all, you know, express ourselves. So I just took what I was crafting and learning and just applied it to something new. And we promise y'all this where we at.
Well, I'll tell you like this. From what I heard, you guys doing actually outstanding job at it.
Thank you.
And you guys, one of the other things that I really liked about your bio is that, and I'm gonna ask you this question, and that is, what does it feel like to be referenced to the to the Grammy award-winning Fugees, the modern day Fugees? What is that? That's big. That is truly big, you know, to be able to be referenced like that. That means that you guys are really doing something and you guys are coming together. And there is a chemistry that flows. And when I listen to your music, there is no hiccups. There is no hiccups in how you guys pass between each other. And that's a beautiful thing because there's that synergy that just it exudes. It shows that you guys are there. You guys work hard, obviously, and you guys practice and you do what you got to do to make sure that you produce and release the best possible product that you can. And you definitely have done that. In terms of, and then I was looking at some of your artists, your influences, you know, everything from Jay-Z to Drake, Rick Ross, Future, Foxy Brown, Missy Elliott. So, and it goes all the way down to Lil Wayne, Stevie Wonder, Prince, Pharrell, Miguel. So you guys are across, you got the whole gamut of artists and different types of talents and different types of waves of energy through music that you guys are actually tapped into as your influences, which means that there's no limitations for you all. So, and that is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's three of us, man. So we got three completely different paths that kind of, you know what I'm saying, we just got certain textures that kind of bring us all together, that, you know what I'm saying, different ideas and different mindsets that we all kind of have. But at the same time, you know what I mean, we coming from three completely different places. Like Hov and Scotty, both Caribbean, but a Haitian culture is not the same as Jamaican culture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a regular old, you know what I'm saying, North Philly boy. I don't got no like relationship with no nothing. I don't know where my folks from. We just black. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like we all got different types of experiences and different types of perspectives. Like my folks, my mom and dad was married at a young age. It was like 18. My mom was 18. I think my dad was like 21 or something like that, 22. But long story short, they was in church though. They, you know what I'm saying? So their relationship with music was way different than Scotty's dad, than Ho's dad. You know what I'm saying? Or Ho's mom or Scotty's mom. It's the same. Like it was just so different for all of us. So it gave us that wide palette, you know what I'm saying, of music to kind of pull from. You know what I mean? So and it's connected. Like so when you put out some songs, like, or we put out a video or something like that, like you talked about the Fugees thing. Like Wyclef, we did a video, Wyclef saw it and he reposted it. He like, I mean, was connecting with the vibe that we all connected with through, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that was dope. That was a blessing because people to call us the modern day Fugees, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they put a stamp on the culture that I don't feel like they get enough credit for. You know what I'm saying? So they made an impact for sure.
And it's crazy because that stamp really came from Fab. Like Fabulous seen us in Sway. We was on Sway Live. I mean, during when the pandemic first started, and Fab was tapped in, and he like, yo, they giving 2020 Fugees vibe. So you know, it was dope to just see even a legend like him. You know what I'm saying? Bigger stuff like that, and you know, for us, it's very dope to be, you know, compared to them because they're a legendary group. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we coming in to, you know, create a new stamp, your main problem child, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate the comparison, but you know, we just come in and we gonna try to take it even, we gonna take it even higher than they did, you know what I mean? And
big shout out to them though, man.
Shout out to the Fugees though, man.
Humbly, respect.
Sure.
What you said there, that is the key. You know, they put the stamp on it. And because that means that they are vibing with you, they rock with you. And when you got someone like that says they rock with you and it's genuine, you know, like you said, the repost, you know, the whole deal of that nature. And then you're able to stand on their shoulders and build off of that and make something even better. And not only that, now, check this out now. You guys are able to reach the old cats like us. I'm 51 years old, right?
Yeah.
And then you're also able to reach the new cats.
Right.
So you have all generations, you have that span of generations that you reach. So by you guys being able to build and stand on the shoulders and build that, you have created a new worldwide art that is just at that point to where it's like, okay, it's time to explode. It's time to erupt. It's time to do these things that you're doing. And you did that. You're continuing to do that from what I see. So that's really good, really positive stuff that I see from you guys. Really, really positive. And I salute you guys for that because you don't if you have I can tell from what I see with you all, I can tell that the energy is there, the synergy is there, and it's something that will last. You know, it's not one of those things where you're coming together just for a few songs and then you're jetting. Sure. You know, I can see that you guys are going to build, you guys are going to create great music. And the other piece to that is because of the style that you do, you guys are able to release not only in one genre, but multiple genres as well.
Probably worldwide.
You know what I'm saying?
Worldwide.
So it's crazy because at this point, hip hop is the biggest genre in the world. You know what I mean? And like world music is like it's weird when you say world music because it's like West Indian music is kind of a thing, but then it's like it's based in African like cadences. It's based in African beats and fills and stuff like that. So it's kind of like African music for real. And like both like we got that. That's us. You feel me? So when we got that hip hop influence and then we got the African influence, you know what I'm saying? And we mixing that and we really got it authentically, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really no stop. Like what we are to be honest with you is like if you put Rihanna and Drake in a group and like, you know what I mean, they just go. I mean, it's like it's literally that. Like we can go in a lot of different types of directions, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
and that's
I could see that. I could definitely see that. You know, that's a good analogy. I could definitely see that.
And that's, and I mean, again, him saying, you know, like Drake, you know, even to mention Drake is like, to see him be able to win off of this sound, you know what I'm saying, that we really from, you know what I mean? It definitely was a stamp to us to say, yo, like, because even before Problem Child, like, you know, we always working as solo artists, you know what I mean? And for me specifically, I wasn't really tapping into that Caribbean vibe, you know what I mean? I wasn't tapping into that Caribbean side in my music. So it was a new experience to get into the group. And, you know, from my mentors and stuff, it was just conversations that it was like, yo, you should tap into that, you know what I mean? And like I said, watching how the industry was changing and how these Afro beats songs and these Caribbean songs were becoming like, you know, even though we both know that dance hall, you know what I mean, kind of been ruling it, a lot of influence been coming from dance halls since way back, you know what I mean? But just to kind of see it really, you know, the Afro beats and the dance hall really start to become these top charting hits and stuff like that, you know, it was dope to be able to see that. So it was very important that we started that we incorporated, you know, for me personally to incorporate that, because it's like, yo, I'm really from that. And I'm watching somebody like Drake, you know, I win from it, you know what I mean? And he's around these guys and he's around that influence. And for me, it's actually in my blood, you know what I mean? So it's very important to take on that mantle and even show, you know, the dance hall and reggae like that respect they deserve, because I feel like it's kind of overlooked when you think about hip hop, and people don't really draw the connection, you know what I mean? But the connection is very deep, and we here just to continue to push that for that culture, you know what I mean? And for the hip hop culture in general.
Cool beans. Well, of course, I could sit here and talk to you guys forever, but I want to make sure that the panel of DJs gets an opportunity to talk to you and ask you questions. And then what we're going to do is we're going to circle back around, and then we're going to play a couple of your songs. And we're going to give you guys the option, you know, give you the chance to really talk about each of those songs, and, you know, and of course the vibe, you know, from it or whatever. Because I'll tell you like this. I was playing Yo Wine, and my granddaughter was in the other room, and I was in here in my office, and I was playing it, and when she heard it, just the beat, just the flow of it, just how it was going, she came to my door and she just started doing like this, and I'm saying, and she's 2 years old. So I'm like, if you guys are sending that type of vibe and that type of energy to a 2-year-old, you know, just where they just rocking and swaying with you, and then you got the 51-year-old man, and we got Flash is a little bit older than me. You got us in here that are also doing it. Like I said, you are seriously connecting. You guys could seriously be one of the agents of connection between all these generations.
Yeah, man, that's what we standing to be, man. That's what it's all about. Because especially with the kids, it's super dope to see, like, when a kid that's that young, they don't have any like reservations. They not trying to do nothing specific. Right. You know what I mean? They just kind of vibe, and if they feel the vibe, it's real dope. That's those special moments. You know what I mean? So
and for us, man, it's about the vibration. You know what I'm saying? We don't overthink too much, you know what I mean, when it comes to expressing ourselves. So we know that, you know, it's a language with vibrations, period. You know what I mean? No matter what the real language barrier that you speak in, you're going to feel it in the music, you know what I mean? And that's the most important thing to us when we making music. It's like, yo, what vibe is people going to catch from this? You know what I'm saying? And let's make sure that we fully push that vibe to a maximum, because kid, you know, older person, whoever is going to vibe with it if the vibe is right, you know what I mean? So that's what we care about, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And just like I had mentioned about the music is therapy. The other thing that I say, and I even print it on shirts that I wear, and I put it on my sleeves. I have music is therapy on one sleeve, and then I have feel the beat on the other sleeve. So that definitely ties into what you guys are saying there.
Big fan. Yeah, man. Yeah, we it took a little bit for us to get to this point, to as far as like, and we still pushing to grow. Yeah. But even to get where we are today, it took a while. We was working with an old team that was they was helping us in a lot of ways. Like, mind you, they put the group together and everything. Like, we wasn't a group. you know what I mean? We was all doing our own thing, and they put the group together, but the ideas sometimes became a little just thinky. So we started thinking, and we started trying to be ourselves at a point, and it was like, it was just weird. It just wasn't feeling real. You know what I mean? So when we kind of stepped into this space and connected, you know, naturally with each other, you know what I'm saying? Without any mediation, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to who? I'm talking to Scotty, you know what I'm saying? Scotty talking to who? Who talking to, you know what I mean? We having those real conversations again and just getting really connected and rooted into our own process. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just became, it became special again to us, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we just kind of try to keep pushing, man. We just try to keep getting better and keep growing. You know what I'm saying? We look up to a lot of these different people we was talking about so far. And like, we just try and get to that point where, you know what I mean, we can bump elbows and say what's up, you know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, like, let's work, you know what I'm saying? And we got that mutual respect for each other. Cause like right now, like that's just, we just hoping, we just not hoping, we just
believe
fighting. Fighting for it, you know what I mean? Push it.
Speak it and believe it.
This, yeah, man. I was about to say, we, you know what I'm saying? This
it's a process.
Yeah, this process been real for
real
us. You know
trying.
like we were just on this drawing with y'all. We started looking around. They were shooting outside.
Yeah, they outside shooting.
They were outside shooting. Like, you know what I mean, it's getting real. You know what I'm saying? And it's been real. It is what it is. But you know, we pushing. We hungry.
I look at it, but you got to look at it like this. And Jill Scott said this in one of she had an interview, and she said this, and she said, faith without works is fruitless.
That's a fact.
So being that you guys are putting forth the work, believe in yourselves, and continue to push forward, it's just gonna come to a big fruition of everything and all your desires and everything, as long as you stay focused and you stay on par with what you're trying to do, you know. And the other piece of that too is, don't allow someone to tell you no. And you know, you keep pushing forward, because where one door closes, there's always another one that's there. For when that door closes, have you ever been in a house and you have a bunch of doors and they're slightly closed? When you close one, the others just kind of swing open just a little bit because of that pressure. You know, because of that pressure, that's that thing there that's telling you that that wave that was closed there, the power from that is generating everywhere else to allow you the chance to enter. So when you do that, just keep that focus like that and keep believing and speak it. Speak it into existence, you know, and
you know,
a big will happen.
Yeah, you know, a big thing to us, you know, a big part of our energy is just, you know, being undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So every day we just figure out how we can be even more undeniable than we was the day before. You know what I mean? So them knows, when you know that you undeniable and you've been working and putting in the work, man, them knows don't even, you know, you don't even feel the pain that come with them. You just like, it's cool. You know what I mean? We already know what's coming next. So I mean, like you said, it's just having that faith. Consistently staying down, you know, till that come up.
Facts. And that's kind of what I was trying to say. Like, when I say hoping, it's like just hoping that today is the day. Because I don't know what day it's going to be. Because I remember I was a young boy, I was like, yo, when I'm 21, I'm going to have this. And then when I'm 26, I'm going to do this. And then, and it's like, some of the stuff didn't happen the way I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, instead of that, I'm going to just keep pushing with the same energy. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when the change is going to come, but I'm going to keep pushing. Like I said, I you know what I mean? I used to box, you mean, for a long time. And like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, it was one time, it was this video that everybody talk about. And when I was in college, I had put the gloves on with this boy. He's like 6'3", 6'4", or something like that. And at that time, I was changing my life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't wearing sneaks. I was wearing polo and all that, because I was just trying to change from being zoo to being something more positive and all that. So boy put the gloves on with me, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, I knock him out, right? So in boxing, a lot of times people ask you like, yo, you knew you was going to knock him out? Sometimes it's but sometimes you just throwing a punch. You know what I'm saying? In that situation, I didn't think I was going to knock him out with that punch. I just threw the punch. It was there. I just threw it. You know what I'm saying? And he happened to go. You know what I mean? So it's like, but if you throw that punch confidently enough, like, I'm not, it don't have, like, Because if you aiming for a knockout, you throwing haymakers, you going, you know what I mean, telegraph your punches, you less likely to hit. It's like even in baseball, they say don't try to swing a home run, just swing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing for us. It's like, look, man, I'm swinging. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? What, like, I'm gonna just do my best. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my best every day. You know what I mean? And what happens. Like, that's a fact. I just want to live in a place where at the end of my life, like, I don't got no regrets. Yeah. I don't look back and be like, I mean, I wish I would have. Like, nah, I did it.
So you think about it like this, like you're talking about where you knocked him out. Think about just that piece right there. Your swing was the effort.
Right.
His chin, wherever you hit him, was that opportunity.
Facts.
And that's just what happened. You swung and the opportunity, bam, and boom. Next thing you know, he's sleeping, laying on the floor. You know, got little stars, you know, swinging around, you know, kind of deal. So there you go. That's kind of, and that's how you have to look at things when you are driving forward in your focus and in your mission and your vision. You are pushing that all forward, and then when you see those opportunities, snatch them, you know. And then even if you're kind of like clueless at a certain point with the opportunity, you can always grab something and learn about it.
Thanks.
Right. But if you let the opportunity go, there may have been something in there that you could have used for your next opportunity.
Big facts.
You know, so always snatch them up so that you learn it. Because just like me, every day that I put my feet on the floor, after I say, thank you, Lord, I always say, I'm looking to learn something new today.
Right.
And you do that, that's the look, you're looking for that opportunity, no matter how big or how small, because it's just going to push you a little bit forward. So, and you guys are doing things, you guys have the focus, you have the strength, you have the power, you guys have the chemistry, the synergy, everything in your group to do what is to be done. And it will come. It will come. And you're already doing it, believe it or not. You're living in it right now because you're impacting people right now. Right. But, you know, I understand you want it to be even bigger, and it will. But the key to that is believing.
Big facts.
So don't put an if in there. Just say when, and it is. And you're good to go.
Definitely.
Yes, indeed. So I don't want to preach to you any longer. I'm gonna let some others from the DJ Information Group chime in, and we thank you guys for coming to the DJ Information Group, and the founder here that I'm getting ready to introduce you to. He had this vision about this group, and this was going to be a group, and it is a group that is designed around teaching and learning and sharing and uplifting the members as well as the culture, and always staying tapped into the history of the culture, because the culture just is so rich with all kinds of elements that help people on a daily basis. And if we're able to provide that, and like you say, hence the title, the DJ Information, we do our best to share that information and teach that information, or even receive it from someone who can come in and give us something that then we could pay it forward to someone else who may be looking for that information as well. So like you guys are dropping jewels on us. Hey, we take that information as well, and we push it out, you know, and other things that we're talking about, like me, I inspire. I'm hoping that some of that seeps into you and you move forward and you're able to continue to do what you're doing. You know, you got a really good manager. He's doing his thing to get you in spaces. General Taylor definitely believes in you. So you got some people, you got some good solid rocks that's right there just behind you, that's helping you stand up and move forward every little bit. So that's a beautiful thing. But I want to introduce this guy to you. His name is DJ Rod Flash. He is the founder of the DJ Information Group, and I'll let him have it now. What's up, bro?
Good evening. Good evening.
What's good?
I was good with y'all.
You chilling? How you doing?
I hear this guy keep talking about boxing.
Oh yeah,
I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly, and I used to box. So which gym did you box out of?
I was at Lonnie Young.
Okay, Lonnie. I know a lot of them guys. Yeah.
Yeah, my trainer was Kev. Where you was boxing at?
I boxed from this years ago. I got that Jimmy Beecham, the Executioners.
Okay.
I know Mudrick and Eldrick. We came up together in the amateurs.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Even though I'm a DJ also, but my question to you guys as being younger And y'all from North Philly, I assume. All y'all from North Philly?
No.
Who from Northeast?
Yeah.
Okay. But the guys from North Philly, how is y'all with y'all group? You know, with the stuff going on in North Philly with the groups and the Meek Mill and all that beef. How y'all staying out of that kind of stuff?
It's pretty easy. First of all, we don't want to die, so that's number one. We want to live to carry on, like a legacy and build something. You know, we want to make the difference, and I think, yeah, it's just easy. I'm gonna just say that it's easy because we striving for something greater than just us three. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bigger than us, so we have to stay focused.
Yeah,
And I appreciate that to hear that because what I'm saying, like when you say rap, but y'all to me is not a rap group. Y'all just a group. Don't put yourself as a rap group.
thanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what Hov was saying, she said it's easy, right? But it's easy because we wasn't as in it anymore. Like for me, the thing that really broke me from being in the streets like that, my pop straight up was like, yo, you not doing it. I got cousins in the feds, dead, homies that's in the feds and dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got people that's still in it right now. But my pop, when I was a young boy, he stopped me from boxing, really to separate me from that type of lifestyle. And then when I went to college, I went off to college. Like I lived on campus and I was like, and I got kicked out of that last school. I went to school with like felons and stuff like that. And when I was like, I was 16 when I got kicked out of it. Yeah. So that changed my life personally. You know what I'm saying? And once we all decided to connect to that lifestyle of being on a certain type of path and shooting for something, once you got a habit, that's easier to keep up versus, you know what I'm saying, breaking it. Like, so we got that.
Yeah. I mean, and like he said, I had, a homie, one of my best friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, he moved down to Atlanta to get away from the whole Philly shit, but, you know what I mean? He ended up getting killed down in Atlanta because he was moving around in the street. So, for me, it was just seeing, the repercussions of it, you know what I mean? And understanding, like, damn, I mean, this shit could end at any moment. It could already end at any moment, just life-wise, you know what I'm saying? But when you put yourself in them type of situations, it's even crazier, you know what I'm saying? So when you try and build a legacy and create, something for your family and shit, you know what I mean? You got to think of those things. And that's just the type of stuff that keep us hustling a certain way.
Right. You know what I mean? And we don't mean to offend nobody. Is it okay we curse? Is that all right?
Yeah, we just grown folks conversation.
We are grown
folks conversation.
But yeah, so it was just important. It's definitely important for us. I mean, to keep our heads on straight and keep that tunnel vision because it's about us. You know what I'm saying? And it's about our families, and then we also got other people that's willing to invest in us and move with us. So I mean, we ain't here to let them down. I mean, we ain't here to let ourselves down.
Big facts.
And also, just for the problem child, like just for the problem child people that are out there that just feel like they need to be in the streets to prove something too. Like, I mean, I didn't have to be out here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I had somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? But I still had that mindset of, if I'm not gonna get it here, I'm gonna go somewhere else. So, so once I put myself in certain situations where it's like, oh, okay, this is life or death. Yeah. I made that choice to really just stay on a different path to really change my life, and that's for all of us. So,
it's a big fact.
Yeah, one thing I can tell y'all, keep doing what y'all doing, and I'm gonna tell you personally from me, music literally saved my life. If y'all from Philly or in the vicinity, y'all know when JBM and all that was going on. Yeah. I know all them guys, Aaron Jones, all of them. Yeah. But with me, it was me being a DJ, so I wouldn't have to be in the streets trying to hustle, get a bag. I was getting a bag from the music end.
Right.
So that helped me. But what I can tell y'all, keep doing what y'all doing and don't let nobody get in y'all way.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
That's funny that you said that. My uncle was heavily affiliated with the JVM thing. Real heavy.
Cool beans. So the next DJ I got up, he's out of Houston.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, he's down there chilling. They're enjoying the warmer weather while we up here. My man DJ Big Dooley, what's up?
Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
What's good?
All right. I don't have a question. I just want to tell y'all continue success and do y'all thing.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate you.
That's love, man.
Cool beans. And then we got my man out of Bmore, Baltimore's. He says he's Baltimore's finest.
Man, come on, man.
DJ Joe Storm.
Oh my goodness. I am Baltimore's #1 grown and sexy DJ Joe Storm.
Hey. I mean,
big shout out to y'all, man. Anytime I see a group of artists performing and doing something positive to uplift not only yourselves but our culture, is a wonderful day. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man, and just keep uplifting. Because that's really, at the end of the day, that's all we got is the music to sustain us and uplift us mentally, and spiritually.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah, that's love, man. Appreciate you.
So that's all I got to say, man. Salute to y'all. God bless you. And happy holidays.
Yeah, man. You too, bro.
Yeah.
All right. And now we got my man, DJ Mike L. I call him the Go-Go Maestro.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. My question is, what inspired you guys to do that war song?
So that's your picture, or
that's
a picture.
Yeah. I'm still out here working.
I'm not you straight. I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure. That it's cool. My fault. But so with War, right? Like I made that beat. I produced that one, and like when I was watching the George Floyd video, like the George Floyd video was out for a bit. It was like a couple weeks at that point, but I never watched it with the sound because sometimes I get in my bag sometimes.
He got like a riot type of mentality.
Sometimes,
he gonna turn up when
I used to have that mentality because I be chilling now. You know what I mean? I don't be.
Yeah, every once in a while he just be like, man, this made me upset. He be ready to take action and turn up.
Yeah, so I was trying to keep my cool. I don't really be trying to get into that bag sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? I once I finally watched it with the sound, it kind of pissed me off. You know what I mean? Because at first. Yeah. I was like, yo, why everybody in the streets drawing? Like, you know what I mean? It's just perpetuating that same idea that they talking about. You know what I mean? I'm all on my philosophical, you know what I mean, bag. I'm like, yo, the revolution won't be televised. Why we in the streets like this? It's not going to change it. But once I watched it, I wanted to go out in the streets too, bro. So what I did, I just came downstairs instead of, you know what I mean, getting in my bag and, you know what I mean, and going hitting the streets like some of my brothers and sisters. I came down, I just produced the beat. And all I had was the beat at the time. I had the music, and then that was my expression. And then, Scotty wrote his verse, and Hov wrote, you know what I mean? I wrote my verse, and Hov had her hook. It was just, everything kind of came together perfectly that way. But yeah, that was the inspiration.
Yeah, and it's kind of like when I heard their verses, it was very easy to just come up with just like, oh, all right, like this is what we in right now. Like we in a war. And so we had to really just talk directly with what's going on right now and what we see. And I think it's important for artists to really, talk about what you're seeing. Like, don't just make up fluff. Like talk about your real life and your real experiences. Like, we really living through this right now. Like, Trump was the president. So, like, we really, like, our country is really in a divide. And so it was just important for us to talk about, just what's going on in the world.
Yeah, as artists, like you got to speak on the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not speaking on the time, then you know what I mean. You just disconnected and you're not really reaching nobody. So,
exactly.
I mean, it's like as if COVID happened, and you know what I mean. You ain't hear nobody mentioning it in a song. It's like what? Like this changed our lives. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the George Floyd situation and everything. So seeing that on TV, but that's definitely going to evoke some emotion. You know what I mean? We it's our responsibility to make sure that we putting that emotion out and showing people that, you know what I mean, it's so many different ways to fight this battle. You know what I mean?
And there's so many different battles that we fight, especially as Black people. We fighting a battle within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We fighting our brothers and sisters, which is a part of the battle within ourselves, and then we fighting against the system. You know what I mean?
Right.
When it comes to the police, when it comes to the government laws and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? When it just comes to the spiritual fights, you know what I'm saying? The racism and those type of energies towards us, it's something that like we got so many different battles and so many different wars. So it's tough when when your brother, you know what I mean, want to shoot you, or you know what I'm saying, somebody like on your block, whatever, trying to have a type of issue, but y'all all got a collective issue and a collective problem that we can all face and focus. You know what I mean? It's like we can redirect that, you know what I mean, in a more positive way. So,
and to be honest, like a big thing with that record, I mean, when Zoo showed me the instrumental, you know what I mean, and he just was kind of telling me his idea behind it. Like the first thing I was like, well, what was you feeling when you made this? You know what I mean? And that's usually the question I ask him anytime he showed me something. You know what I mean? But like with that song, hearing that instrumental, like I think I had another verse on it originally, but I remember sitting down and he was like, "Yo, bro, like, I don't know, bro. I think you could, and it's important for us is to each other to keep it real honest with each other and always get that best product." So
100%.
He was like, "Yo, bro, like I feel like you got something more for it, And for me personally, like I grew up on Bob Marley, and you know what I mean. I grew up on that type of shit, you know what I mean? The revolutionary music, the music that was pushing, the culture forward. So, it was definitely a chance for me to be able to kind of invoke that emotion on that song. And it was very dope to be able to do that. And to see people receiving it the way they are is very dope.
Super dope.
And that record should be number one on every station right now, worldwide, I mean, because I was watching it, and I mean, y'all, it's like y'all put so much feeling in it.
Yeah, man. It was straight from the heart, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like all of those conversations, you know what I'm saying? All of those verses and lyrics and everything, that was just sentiment straight from everybody's heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? That we had a bunch of different conversations throughout that whole process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had one perspective, Hove had a different perspective, Scotty had a different perspective. We was talking back and forth and just, you know what I'm saying, having that fellowship amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And then at that moment, we all kind of settled in on the same feeling, you know what I'm saying, for those, you know what I mean, couple minutes, because it's three of us, you know what I mean? We all got different perspectives.
Y'all got the same vibe. That's what made it so good.
Yeah, man. It was that was a special moment for us, man. For real.
Well, my last thing is like I saw how hype y'all was in the beginning. Like I need me a DJ drop just like that with the problem.
About nothing.
Yeah, we just trying. We not trying to like flip over the ring. Like we got this chill. You know what I'm saying?
You let us know what type of drop you want. We'll do it tonight.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's what I have for you guys. But salute, and y'all stay up.
Big thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's the same energy we bring every time we on stage. So if anybody bring us out, look, just don't have nothing delicate around. Right. We jumping on tables, we jumping on stage. You already know where to go.
You
there? Yeah, I got you.
Cool bean.
All right, bet.
That's good stuff. And you guys, let me see. I know that I see you on IG, and I see you on Facebook. But just for those who are here, can you tell us your IG and your Facebook?
Yes. So our across all our social media is spelled PRLM CHLD.
Yeah.
No vowels and no B.
No B
for the BS.
Yeah.
But again, that's PRLM CHLD. And it's on our merch. You mean we got the shirts on, we got the vests on.
And I'm big on quite a few things, but I'll tap into that just a second. But what you guys were talking about in terms of the stuff that was going on with George Floyd and Breonna and all the different things that's happened over the course of these several years, and the division and all of that. Now, of course, you guys have a platform and you're able to do songs like War to really put it out there. But also what helps you too is the fact that you're an artist, but you're also human. So you're not only feeling it as the artist, you're also feeling it as a human being who's going through this struggle with everyone else. So And it's great to see that you guys utilize your platform for expression so that people can really connect with that. And I agree with Michael. It should be played everywhere. You know, these are the times that people need to hear that so that they can, you know, get in the frame of mind and look, check it out. You know, we got to identify with what's going on and fix it. And personally, I'm glad it's pretty much fixed right now. So, and there's in terms of, I know there's a whole bunch more that has to happen, but we are in the beginning stage of hopefully some change. So that's definitely gonna be a big benefit to us.
Big fact.
And
Square, before you get to the music, let me answer Darnell's question that he had in the chat.
okay, I was just about to call him too.
But you call him, then I go.
No. Let me see. Go ahead. You want to read that, Flash?
His chat was how you break an artist. My thing is to you is pretty much make them like a household name. Every time you hear Problem Child, you seeing them on this platform or you seeing them on that platform. You playing that, you getting their music out there, and everybody you can, so people know the music. And right now, the internet controls the radio station. Like you got more internet radio station where you can get heard instead of being terrestrial radio. And y'all know here in Philadelphia, if y'all ever dealt with Cosmic Kev, y'all know that situation. I'm not even gonna go into it. but I think is you just be heard. Like get your music out give it to DJs.
Yes.
That's why we here.
Give it to DJs. Give it to, you know, internet radio stations. Send it out. You know, and I think it's good to always have a DJ service pack. You know, that's the clean, the dirty, instrumental, acapella, you know, and just keep the music flowing. Keep it so every time you do somebody playing something, you hearing your song on this station, or you click on this internet station, you hearing it there. They seeing you on here. They seeing you on somebody's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's I think today how you will break an artist.
Yes, I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. That's a key. You utilize us, and I have a question for you all at the end that where you guys can answer that officially, and it pertains to what Flash just said as well. So I would love to hear Darnell speak for a minute if possible.
Yeah.
And you know, I know you, and obviously you guys have a great relationship with him because you know, when I mentioned his name, you guys were like, yeah. So that is cool. You know, that shows the support there and everything. So that's good. So Darnell, if you're there, if you can unmute yourself and just come on and talk to us for a little bit about you know, working with them and anything else you want to share.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you guys giving me the space and time to do this. Yeah, so I will tell you, one of the things that, you know, immediately attracted me to Problem Child was just the intense passion, right? You know, I'm an older brother, 42, but the gray and the wisdom is there. And you know, my thing was with them, it was not only about the music, but it was about the work ethic, right? Because it is the music business, right? If you just want to put out music, you can do that, right? But you know, understanding, you know, the game and then learning the industry, and myself, I come from a technology background. Understanding the impact of the digital marketing and all the things that they were already doing was really something that spoke to me. And the music, once you allow them the space and opportunity to really be creative around that, to me was beautiful. I remember the first time they recorded War, and Pride sent me his mix of it. And I woke up, they know, I wake up 6 a.m, I'm texting, I'm doing this. And it was, I woke up and I remember this. It it was just like War was the song I first heard that morning. And I immediately text Pride and I said, look, man, this is the most beautiful thing I've heard in a minute. And it was a cross section of the responsibility as an artist to reflect the environment that you're in, to be able to musically translate that, and to impact not only an audience, but to really cut through the soul, which is something that I think is important when we really talk about furthering the culture. All artists have the ability to speak to their audiences and to really kind of inject their vision and understanding of what they're going through. And I thought that War was just one of those songs that really, really just spoke to the masses in a different level. But, in the midst of that, we were also, gearing up to drop the release of Problem Volume 1. So understanding the complete kind of Voltron that was formed in that, to take, the audience from a Philly vibe to a reggae or Caribbean vibe, to focus on, what you're experiencing, in the midst of all your partying. Like, that was something that spoke across generations, because all of us have been in that moment where, we kind of leave the world and party, and then later realize the consequences of that all. Like, the entire project to me was really something that, as I saw it kind of form, became deeply personal. And as a manager, there's I have clients, I have this and I have that, but realistically for me, it was really a deeper connection. And my understanding, from not only the management side, but the artist side, is like, if you don't have management that's deeply engaged in your music, in your walk, like, it doesn't work. Management is a marriage. Like, when you talk to some of the managers that have really worked with some of the most successful artists, it wasn't 1, 2, 3, 5 years. We're talking like 7, 10, 15 years, right? So it's really a deep thing. And I take it to that level, because the moment you say I do, and that's it. It's period. So.
Let me correct. I was sitting here talking and had the mic off. That's, that is really dope. And the fact that you were able to identify the spirit of them and their connection and that work ethic. And what you said, music business, that key there, of course we got the music, but there is a business aspect to this whole thing. And if you have that work ethic and that energy and that focus to it, you'll always make sure that you're good. And someone like Darnell comes in and is able to help and assist and push you. That just makes it even better. I see, and I am big on branding. Today, I just happen not to be wearing my brand, but we have our brand, the DJ Information Group. You see the founder back there. He has his background, and then this is one of the different things you see on my background that we actually wear on our shirts. But just seeing that you guys are branded, and you guys are branded very, very well. And you guys actually really promote your brand. And that's really good too, because just by you walking down the street and someone sees that, people are going to try to be like, okay, what does that exactly mean? They're going to sit there and they may ask the question, and then you have a chance to have a conversation. So, and that's just the beauty of the way you guys have it spelled, and how you pronounce it, the whole deal. And then there's true meaning behind it all, and success stories. Each of you guys have a success story at this point. And you're continue to build on that success story and do it. And your brand is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So salute to you guys. Salute to Darnell. for definitely keeping and pushing that forward on that front, and never stop. I can't say it enough. Never stop. Just keep doing what you're doing for sure. General Taylor, I know he's busy, so he just gives his salute and most definitely is excited about the fact of just having you guys come on and being able to talk. And then we got a couple more DJs that popped in. We got DJ Swerve. He's up north. I'll let him tell you because you always say always tell his business. So DJ Swerve, if you're there, you can unmute yourself. Let me see, make sure I got you. And he may be at work or just getting off work, maybe on the train, but I'll give him a couple seconds to unmute if he's able to.
Just so y'all know, y'all see the merch and everything. I mean, we do it ourselves. I mean, we press it out in our crib. Big facts. And all that. I mean, so we really doing this from the muscle. Yeah, yep. We got the press and the vinyl cutter right over there. Scotty is the merch guy.
Man, you know what that means? Just more of the money in house.
That's a big fact.
Yeah. You're not shopping it out for someone else or paying someone else to do it. You're doing it yourself. And on top of that, think about it like this now. So you're making your own shirts, right?
Yeah.
And that's your brand and business or whatever. But who's to say that you can't expand that business into a whole nother stream of income?
Right. That's what we already. Oh, let's believe that's what's happening right now. As soon as that COVID hit, we like, oh.
So if y'all need some DJ information shirts, you know what I'm saying? DJ information masks, you know what I'm saying? We got it.
Yes. So that's really dope. So just keep that going for sure. And see, I'm also actually behind this image that you see. All the stuff that you guys just mentioned, I have that same stuff sitting right there. That's what I do. I do that same work as well. Yeah, most definitely. Keep those brands and make that the other stream of income that could potentially support some of your endeavors individually as well as the group, just everything. So definitely got that. We got DJ Miss Official here too. Swerve said he can't speak right now, so he may be still wrapped up at work. DJ Miss Official, one of the female DJs in the group. She just popped in. I don't know if she's driving, but we'll give her a second to pop in if she can.
Cool.
Oh, she's driving. So
big shout out.
But most definitely, I know if both of them were in here, they would definitely salute you and they would agree to the aspect of everything that we've said tonight towards you, and just nothing but just much blessings, on everything that you guys are truly doing, because you guys are doing something that, like I say, you guys are connectors. You guys are definitely those agents of connection between the different generations, and definitely keep that up. What I want to do now is I want to talk about, there was 2 songs that you gave General Taylor, plus also what I also did is, and I want to ask this question actually before we go into the music. Where can we find your music? Tell us all the outlets or wherever you can find it, your websites or whatever it may be.
Yeah. So pretty much our music is out on every streaming platform. Spotify, Tidal, anything. YouTube, all that. You know what I mean? Is everything up on Audio Mac yet?
Yeah, probably going
just put it up on Audio Mac. It's pretty much everywhere you can probably listen to music at.
Yeah.
So yeah, just type our names in PRLM CHLD and
it's up there.
Cool beans. Well, I will share this with you. You're definitely on Amazon because I purchased your track War.
Hey. Appreciate that, man.
That's love.
Yeah, so it's definitely there. And like DJ Rod Flash said, we would love to get that full service pack from you all of the clean, the dirty, the instrumentals, and the acapellas, because we have a great team of DJs here who do remixes and all kinds of other things. And what they do is, after they do these remixes, we have a whole nother division of the DJ information group, and it's called the Gangline division. And basically what that is, what we do in there is we have DJs who actually remix the songs and add touches and things to them, and then share them with the artist, and actually give them to the artist as another different version or different layer to share while they're out and about and doing their thing. So
yeah, that's super dope. We super interested in that, man. As I don't know if y'all know, but St. John, he had a remix to one of his songs. That drum went crazy. Like he
went
said
like 67 times platinum.
67 times platinum.
Wow.
Just because of a remix, you know.
That's like 6.7 times diamond. Right. So like we down for all that.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that and Flash and I were both on the same page with this, and that is, of course, with this pandemic that's out there, it's been a little bit, it's been a lot rougher for artists, DJs to really put in work.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't just go to the venues anymore and perform and things of that nature. But have you guys done anything virtually? Because Flash and I were both on the same wavelength of a virtual listening party. Have you guys done anything like that?
We did an actual listening party so far. We just did a live a virtual show, and that's airing on the 29th. Yeah. So that was dope. That was dope, and that's gonna be where can they find that at?
It's gonna premiere on YouTube. So if you go to our if you go
on our Instagram,
on our Instagram, we got the links and stuff like that for you to RSVP and everything.
Yeah.
Cool beans. We'll definitely take a look at that. And I overheard Donnell mention that he's a technology guy, and I'm actually a technology specialist, 31 plus years myself.
That's dope.
So when he said that, I kind of just smiled. I was like, yeah. So he knows how to tap into these resources and utilize them in the forms that will definitely take you to higher heights. So that's definitely a plus.
Oh, yes, sir. And I want to salute you as well.
So that's definitely dope. That is definitely dope. So what I'm going to do is I want to get into a couple of your songs. And we're going to go ahead on, and I want to play this joint right here. Let me see. Let me make sure I get this right now. Hold on 1 second. All right. So this first joint I want to play is Yo-Yo Wine. So tell me about that track. What was going on when you guys were creating this track?
So this song, I did it all by myself. Look, it was crazy. Hove brought this song over one day. It was funny because we was working at the house and she was over there working, working on the joint, and she was like, yo, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm gonna just go home, I'm gonna bring it back another day. And I didn't hear what she was doing at the time. But when she came back and brought that joint, I was like, whoa. I'm like, this is crazy. This girl is super, super hot. Right. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. Hove, a lot of time, like Hove, her like she her secret weapon. That pen she got, it's real dope. It's really, really dope. So yeah, it
was a dope vibe. Like it was just capturing, the culture and just making sure that we give the prom child energy. So, we always gonna give you good energy, high vibrations and things like that. So I just wanted something that could really capture our essence as far as like the party life and really just giving like just good energy. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to Yo-Yo, it just make you want to move automatically, and that's what I was aiming for. And once I brought it over, I'm just like, well, I hope they like this John because I like it. I was like, this John crazy. If they don't like it, they gonna be crazy to not like it.
Hove is the hook master. You know what I'm saying? The hook master. I'm the game master. Hove is the hook master though. You know what I mean? So when she bring a hook or a like shit, it's just a super vibe.
And they know me. Anytime they bring something hot, I'm right on it.
Scotty, he'll kick out a verse in a minute. Right now. Yeah, Scotty rapid fire with the verses. Hey, I threw my joint on there too. It was like,
it was a vibe.
It was easy. Once I brought it over, it was like, oh, all right, we got work. Like let's just do it right now and put everything together. And we recorded it ourselves, mixed it ourselves, and that was it.
Yeah, that's how we did pretty much like 99% of our songs. Like, right.
That's dope. That's
Yo,
dope. Well, you know, when you're in a studio like that, and you guys got the creation, and you guys have all that control over everything like that, that just makes it so much better. And that goes back again to the camaraderie, to this, you know, everything that's connecting, that's chemistry and everything that you guys have. Because you know, you're sitting there and you're writing something, you're like, oh yeah, that's dope, you know. Or then there may be times when you're writing something, somebody go,
Nah,
that's
nah.
a big fact.
Facts. That happened with all of us, man. All of us. These moments where everybody.
So,
Right.
so that's really dope. That is really dope. But I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into this track right now, and we'll check it out for sure. Here we go.
That's body. You about to play
You guys hear that? Okay.
yeah. But this body, just so you know, it's not yo-yo.
Yeah.
It's her, what me prefer. Yeah, bad thing, body curve. This term put in work. Yeah, come and get what you deserve. Yeah, your bling, 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 shine anywhere. Your body like a diamond, it don't even need no pressure. Bring your body fire, let me put it on a stretcher. The feeling on the night, we can make it last forever.
Fuck your focus. No, last night got you open. I just need you to come my way. Girl, get closer, put it in motion. You won't leave till the morning. No one else gotta know this. I just need you to come my way. Girl, get close, put your body on me.
Body on me, your body on me. Body on me, it's only for me. And I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'm on me. Body on me, your body on me. Body on me, it's only for me. And I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'm on me. Girl, your body been intense since I met you. We can get into it, it's whatever. I don't know your story, but I know I'll make it better. You a bad girl, and I hope you know you're special. Just give me the time, and I can show you what I want. I know you're fine, and there's so many I can let. You want me to rock you out, stroke it, baby, stroke it, baby.
Break your focus. No, last night got you open. I just need you to come my way. Girl, get closer, put it in motion. You won't leave till the morning. No one else gotta know this. I just need you to come my way. Girl, get close, put your body on mine.
Body on me, your body on me. Body on me, it's only for me. And I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'm on me. Body on me, your body on me. Body on me, it's only for me. And I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'm on me.
Girl, your body like a bottle when you wine on. Tick tock to the timer. You know this what I like when you wine on. Real bad thing, them I line up. Girl, your body like a bottle when you wine on. Tick tock to the timer. You know this what I like when you wine on. Real bad thing, them I line up.
I don't wanna break your focus. No, last night got you open. I just need you to come my way. Girl, get closer, put it in motion. You won't leave till the morning. No one else gotta know this. I just need you to come my way. Girl, get close, put your body on mine.
Body on me, your body on me. Body on me, it's only for me. And I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'm on me. Body on me, your body on me. Body on me, it's only for me. And I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'm on me.
Man, the vibe on that thing is just so amazing. And forgive me for the name, because when I downloaded, when we got the tracks, it came and said Yo Yo Wine, but from this song is called Body. Like,
Yes. Body. I'm ashamed.
That's body.
Go ahead and correct that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, featuring F.A. Snoop. You mean,
Yeah, big shout out to
artist
her.
out of, you mean, coming out of Philly.
Yeah.
Now, we got this other song says It's a Problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
So,
Canada Gospel, we wrote on the bottom, they say, your problem. Hey.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna get into that one, and then I just also, now you guys do, is the song Yo Yo, is that the Yo Yo Wine song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got that one. I just purchased that one too, and I got the right one down for that. So
Hey,
I'll make sure we
that's
play it
love.
down there. It's marked as explicit, so you guys okay? You guys cool?
We cool.
Yeah,
We good. Are y'all
It's about
good?
you trying to make sure y'all good. You know what I'm saying? It's a
We
problem.
good.
Yeah.
Good. We good. So I just want to make sure. I always like to ask. So we'll get into that, and let's get into it's a problem. Is that right? Am I saying it right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
The Unit is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem, yeah, yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem.
It's problem child, bitch.
Perfect. Since I jumped off the step, I feel like the whole world gotta pay me respect. Ever since I was little, they said that I wouldn't be shit. I feel like the whole world really owe me a check. Paid on my debt off for bloods and sweat. They counted us up, so we rose from the bottom. They say we a problem. You see that we winning and you started hating, my nigga, you wildin'. In here with the whole gang, and we lit, you know that we shining. Just watch what come out when you open your mouth, cause you don't want problems. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem, yeah, yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem, yeah.
We never bangin', so I don't ever fucking listen. X the box, 2K, these niggas don't like it, say I'm trippin'. Hit them like, score niggas like Scottie Pippen. Hey, and I've been a problem, so call me Simmons.
They counted us up, so we rose from the bottom, they say we a problem. You see that we winning and you started hating, my nigga, you wildin'. In here with the whole gang, and we lit, you know that we shining. Just watch what come out when you open your mouth, cause you don't want problems. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem, yeah, yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Problem. We are a problem child. It's a problem. We are a problem child. It's a problem, man. You already.
That is dope, man. You guys, even on that particular track, you could play that like at clubs, everywhere, man. That's one of them joints there, man. It's like you need to bob for a little bit, get that vibe, get that pump for a little bit.
Yeah,
that's the joint.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, that joint's tight, man. That joint is tight. So, when you guys were writing that, when you guys were doing that, what was the focus behind that?
I mean, the focus was really to just let them know it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I mean, they counted us out, still we rose from the bottom. They say we a problem. I mean, it's just to define really the different ways you could be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Being a problem, not always doing some, nut shit or, being in the streets drawing. Sometimes people just call you a problem just because you was willing to go against the grain.
Big facts.
You feel me? And we just was giving that message that, that's where we coming from. You feel me? Any limitation you put on us, it don't even matter because you could call us a problem because we coming to break that. You know what I'm saying?
This one was a heavy Scotty John. I mean, Scotty brought this one.
I'm like, we need a little lit vibe. You know what I mean? Show people how lit we really get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And hey, it's definitely lit for sure. So, you guys, and like I say, with that joint right there, you broke the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Going up, you know what I mean? So dope, definitely dope. I want to hit y'all with this last one here since I mentioned that Yo-Yo. We're gonna go with that.
Hey, let's get it.
Yo, yeah. I want you to whine. Don't take no time. Coming in a place one time.
time to have sex. It's the rude boy, me apply pressure. Not been too long since we met. Won't be too long for me to trust you.
Don't take no time. Coming in a place one time. Walk past a press rewind.
Up and down like a yo-yo. Up and down like a yo-yo. Let me see you go, high. Go, high. Up and down like a yo-yo. Up and down like a yo-yo. Let me see you go, high.
Yeah. I just wanna see you bust it open for a nigga. Looking in my eye while I'm feeling on your figure. Kissing on your neck, pull out, pull the trigger. Get that thing so wet, need a towel after dinner. Whole room typhoon, put it all on a nigga. Pulling on your hair, got you screaming about religion. We don't need no rubber, put the key in the ignition. We don't need no cover one, see that ass just
Don't take no time. Coming in a place one time. Walk past a press rewind.
Up and down like a yo-yo. Up and down like a yo-yo. Let me see you go, high. Go, high. Up and down like a yo-yo. Up and down like a yo-yo. Let me see you go, high. Go,
again, brother. The party night, we keep it going to the morning. Yeah.
Yeah. So proud.
Another fire joint there.
Hey, appreciate you.
Definitely getting the vibe on that right there. Man.
No need for rubber, just take the key into it, the Nixon, huh?
Yeah, you already know what I'm saying.
So we got to get to the point. Yo, that's a dope track. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate that.
Dope. Most definitely. Well, you know what? I do a radio station, so I will definitely be playing some of these tracks and making sure I put it out there because I got it. You know, I can play that kind of like that chill vibe, that yo-yo joint. Oh man! So make sure that you guys get us the service pack with the cleans in it for sure.
Sure.
That way we can definitely do it. And
if anybody want any drops, I know one of the DJs was talking about the drop earlier. Anybody want any drops, please send the info to Darnell. We're gonna get that done for you ASAP. Sure. Okay. I mean, we won't play about it. So let us know what we can do for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I'm saying, we appreciate it on the other side, man. It's all love.
Yes,
appreciate it.
And to have that for sure. So we really appreciate that. And
yeah, man.
We'll get Darnell here in a few minutes to tell us the best way to reach to him, or do we just go through you guys' social media and then he'll answer from there? What's the best way, Darnell? Just make sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say follow protocol. Hit general. We get everything right to that brother ASAP. Not a problem.
That'll work.
Yep.
That happened.
And we gotta get where everybody located, because when we in different cities, we be wanting to pull up on people and show love. So if y'all spending somewhere, we want to pull up. You mean support, buy, drink, buy. You mean
all that.
You mean do all that. So we just try to come through and catch a vibe. So you mean we gotta get that info too from y'all.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh. Flash is in Philly.
Okay.
No Storm is in Baltimore. And Mike L is right up there in Maryland, Virginia area.
Okay.
And let me see. And of course, we got Dooley. He's in H Town, Houston. And then we have several other DJs that are in Houston who are in New York, whether it be in the Bronx. Miss Official, she's from Newburgh, New York.
Okay.
We have there. We're just all over the country. Actually,
Yeah.
this group is comprised of just a ton of DJs who come together and we collaborate and we do all kinds of different things from all over the country. So rest assured, you'll definitely find us. And what I think I think I just started following you guys on IG. You'll see
I did also.
as real DJ Square Knot. Um, Make sure I'll definitely stay in contact with you and reach out to you. Definitely get any information. And then, like I say, if there's anything that you guys are doing, please let us know. And that leads to my final question for you. And this is a question that I always ask. And it's kind of like you guys have kind of been alluding to it already, but to make it official, what is the homework that you have for us?
I like that.
So, I would say, it's two things. You know what I'm saying? So, number one, stay connected to Problem Child because it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it pushing. Each one teach one. We're gonna keep rocking together. You know what I'm saying? And push the culture forward. The second thing I would say for everybody out there, every Problem Child, man, connect to your purpose, man. Connect to your purpose. Connect to your purpose. Connect to your purpose. Because that's the only way, you know what I'm saying, you're going to make it through the situation that you're going through, you know what I'm saying? Connect to your purpose and tap in with Problem Child, you know what I'm saying? Because we here for y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got any questions about anything, you know what I'm saying? Any Problem Child out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need some support and need some love. Tap in with us. Follow us at PRLM CHLD. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tap in with y'all and show y'all love because that's what it's really all about, you know what I'm saying? We just here, you know what I'm saying, to connect with our purpose, you know what I'm saying? And that's to help y'all connect with y'all's, you know what I'm saying?
And then I got some extra credit homework for y'all. You know,
Big facts.
Make sure y'all go check out Problem Volume 1, man. That's on everything, man, so you can get a deeper taste of what Problem Child offering, you know what I'm saying?
Big
and
facts.
you can catch your vibe and you can reach your purpose through that music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So appreciate y'all, man.
I don't got no homework. I'm the grader.
All right. Well, we'll look forward. Hopefully, we'll get all A's and A pluses. Get some A's. Well, this has truly, truly been awesome. Awesome. And I love your energy. I know the rest of the group loves your energy and the vibes that you guys have, the chemistry that you guys have, you know, the synergy in your music, just everything, you know, just being able to do what you guys are doing. And just like, for example, we're playing your music, you're up, you're amped up, you vibe, you know, you're giving us a ad hoc type show. You know what I mean? Just just vibing with us, and that's good because that shows that you're producing something that you too can feel because you're fans of yourselves, and that's not being arrogant or anything, but that's just believing in what you've done in your projects and making sure and you are feeling the power of what you released. You know what I mean? And that's just a beautiful thing in itself, man.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Thank you.
Hey, man, and we don't rock with it crazy how we expect anybody else to rock with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the vibe we catch, you mean?
As my uncle used to say back in the day when you said some spoke some truth like that, he said, say it again. Yes, indeed. So most definitely, man, we really appreciate you all. We appreciate Darnell. We appreciate General Taylor. General Taylor is like our buddy. You know, he's definitely been a connector for us for a very long time. Love the guy. Darnell, we appreciate you being here and salute to you, man, for the work that you're doing. And definitely, we got Problem Child here. And let me tell you, y'all,
thank you for having us.
done your thing, and we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. And now, the other thing to it too, I always like to say this: you're family now. So You know, if you guys are working on something and you're like, you know what, we need another set of ears, or we need some DJs to listen to something for us and give us some feedback or something, we here. And
Hey, appreciate y'all, man.
if you guys haven't already received it, you will receive an invite to the group, where, you know, from that point on, you guys are always welcome to come into the meetings. We usually have our meetings every Wednesday. Tuesdays and Wednesdays we'll have the meetings. It'll be from 8 o'clock. We'll start them right around about 8 o'clock, and sometimes we're on here till 6 or 7 in the morning. So we're just vibing, we're fellowshipping. But since this pandemic has been here, I think we've pretty much met just about every day. There's very few days where we haven't met. And I think this holiday season is the first time since this pandemic has hit where we're actually going to take a little tiny break, just a few days off, and then we'll be right back at it again. So, and that's just the nature of how we are. We are really a family unit, and you guys are welcomed into the family. So we really
appreciate you.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate you, man. That's much love. I mean, the last time we are a problem child. It's a problem. I said we are a problem child. It's a problem. Thank y'all for having us, man. Much love to all of y'all.
Much love to you too. And let me tell you, like I say, anytime you need us, we're here, and we got your back.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to the general too, man.
Shout out to the general hands on now, man. All of y'all. Much love.
Much love. Yes, indeed. So we'll say good night, and be blessed and everything. And I salute you on your endeavors. Believe, and it shall come to pass.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you guys take care. Have a good night.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.